Absolutely. You're going to meet the candy man in just a second, but yeah, I had to hide that big box of candy.
It's all gone. It's gone. It's gone.
I knew it. I knew it would be. That's all right. Yeah, we are at Davidson of Dundee Citrus Candy Factory, and they do so much more than just citrus candy, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Tom Davidson right here. Let's talk about citrus candy for people who don't know what citrus candy is. Explain what citrus candy is.
Citrus candy is a delicious, something you're not going to find anywhere, of course. I've been making it for about 43 years. We use the citrus juices into a soft gel-type candy. It won't stick to your teeth or anything like that. It's very delicate, and it's a recipe that's been around for centuries. Now, my parents perfected it decades and decades ago, obviously.
So it starts there. We got the fresh juice. I mean, right? You've got your own citrus grove. So
absolutely.
The oranges or the limes or the grapefruits that come in here, you get the juice going there, and they stir it up, heat it up, and then the next step we're going to see is what?
All right. We'll have a little bit of the citric acid in there to give us the final gel on it, and then we're going to pour out this citrus candy out on the tables. The marble tables will actually pull the heat out of it, so it'll help it cool and help it firm up a little bit for us. You can see the marble tables, and the marble will pull that heat out, cool it off. Right now it's way over 200 degrees, so it's going in there pretty hot.
And then how long does it sit on the table and like set up?
All right, it'll take about 6 to 8 hours to set up. In just a few hours, we'll be able to cut it into a long slab and let it keep curing on the racks.
So you cut it into pieces, and then it moves over here, and you cut it all up, and she's separated. Oh, she's got some lime. Looks like
key lime. Yeah, we have some key lime over there.
And this is some orange right here.
That's the orange. Right. This is the fun part here. They start cutting it, then we're getting really close to the finished product.
Look at that, and it's just little squares and some sugar around it, and it's soft and it's squishy, but
delicious, isn't it?
Doesn't stick to your teeth. And I swear it is like biting an orange.
Absolutely, you bet.
And your dad got into this business. He was in the candy business in the Midwest. You know candies, Sweet Tarts and Pixie Sticks? That was your dad was in that company.
Exactly, you bet. And he was born and raised in this area, and he wanted to come back to Winter Haven. And we were in St. Louis at the time, and after he had that nice deal up there with Pixie Sticks and Sweet Tarts, he said, you know what, I can do
that in Florida.
And I can go back home.
With oranges.
He came back to Florida,
and
absolutely.
He did in 1967. We're going to explore this whole factory, and they do jellies and jams, and they do chocolate, and they do everything old school Florida. It's going to be a fun morning. Stick around. Good Day Tampa Bay. We'll be right back. Hope your Friday's off to a great start. Good day, Tampa Bay. Charlie Belcher coming to you from Dundee, Florida this morning. The name Davidson may as well be the name Wonka around here because it is associated with good, sweet treats. Here at Davidson of Dundee Candy Factory, they can take that and turn it into that.
We want to welcome you to Davidson of Dundee Candy Factory. This is where we make all of our candy at.
And that's the way the tour starts here, the same way it always has. They do most things the way they've always done them around here. How many times have you given that speech right there?
Oh my goodness, I've been here 43 years.
So you've said that a time or two.
I sure have.
And for 43 years, they have been producing citrus candy. It all started with Tom Davidson's father, who was quite the candy man.
Well, he was with a candy company in the Midwest, and they made Sweet Tarts and Giant Jawbreakers and Pixie Sticks, and he wanted to come back home where he grew up in Winter Haven.
The family had always owned citrus groves.
He could take the citrus and make a real soft, delicate candy, and yet it wouldn't stick to your teeth, and it would pop like you just had bitten into a tangerine or an orange.
The Davidsons opened the factory in 1967, and not much has changed. They still use the best ingredients, real sugar and fresh citrus juice, stir it up nice and hot, pour it out on the slab to cool and come together, then hand cut it into tasty little pieces. From there, it's hand packaged and shrink wrapped, ready for shipping or purchase.
We make over 1,000 pounds a day in the candy. We have a chocolate room in the back. We do about 14 different white chocolates, 2 fudges.
They also make 75 different flavors of marmalades and jellies, pecan logs, pralines, and they ship fruit all over the country during the season. And of course, the citrus candy in all sorts of flavors from orange and key lime to grapefruit, lemon, and tangerine. Tom loves keeping everything low-tech, doing it the way Dad did. By the way, after working here in high school, Tom was reluctant to take over the family business.
So I said, Dad, listen, I'll give it 6 months, and Of course, that was about 27 years ago. So.
Carrying on a sweet Florida tradition the same way they've always done it. Yeah, and there you go. Look at all the different assortments and all the great packaging here. You can send it wherever you want, all your relatives up north or out west, around the world, and tell them this is a little piece of Florida. Or you can just enjoy it for yourselves. We'll put up their website at myfoxtampabay.com, so you can go click on the link and see all the stuff that they have to offer out here. And we're going to take you inside the jelly factory a little bit later, and we'll explain the difference in jam and jelly and marmalade and conserve. There you go. It's an Educational Friday. Hope it's a good day, Tampa Bay. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher in Dundee in Polk County this morning at Davidson of Dundee Candy Factory. And right now we're in the jelly portion of the big factory here, because you got the citrus trees. Mm-hmm. You take some of the fruit and you make candy, and you take other fruit and you make jellies, jams, marmalades.
Marmalades. We have tangerine marmalade running through now.
Tangerine marmalade.
Tangerine, delicious.
So how much of this do you produce in a day? I mean, you make a bunch of jellies.
Sure. In the busy season, we'll have about 3,500 pounds a day.
Really?
Yeah.
My goodness, that's a bunch. All right, now I want to go right out here, Jason. Let's go out into the store, because it's funny. You give tours. Absolutely. You give tours through here, and look at this. Here's a tour happening right here. All these people that did not know they were going to be on TV, watch them scatter. And Alice O'Neill here, who's been doing tours for now 43 years.
That's it.
Well, we don't want to interrupt your tour. You go right ahead, Miss O'Neill. All right, but I want to bring Tom down here, because this gives a really good visual. This is everything you guys produce here. Actually, that's not even everything, is it?
Right, Charlie. We have about 75 flavors. We've got probably about 12 here.
And some great, what's that, orange, pineapple, cherry marmalade. I mean, you do some great mixes, too.
That's my favorite. Honeybell, guava jelly, a good one as well.
I got, I'll test you. 30 seconds to explain the difference in the difference in marmalade, jelly, and conserve.
Sure. The marmalade is going to be the peel of the citrus fruit, like an orange marmalade. Obviously, you're going to have the orange juice inside as well as the peel. A jelly, like a guava jelly, you're using the juice from the fruit, so it'll be real clear. You'll be able to see through it.
And a conserve?
And a conserve is using grade A or U.S. #1 fruit.
You did it in 30 seconds.
Yeah, man, we made it.
Nicely done. All right, those are the jellies, but we're not done at this factory yet. Stick around. We got much more to show you when Good Day Tampa Bay continues. Happy Friday.